Okay, привет everyone. Привет everyone. Hello everyone, it's Ina and today is our second lesson of Russian classes. So, lesson will be урок. Урок 2. Lesson 2. So today we're going to learn Знакомство, means greetings, and буквы are there. Letters are there. Of course, we're going to review the whole alphabet too, but that's not everything. So first of all, I would like to remind you that we are working in Pear Deck, so you can go to the website joinpd.com and type this code, or I will just send the link in the chat so we could use that one. You just need to click on the link and actually I'm going to do the same, so I just copy the link and paste it to my browser, or you just click on it and you'll see a little how call it a little intro. How are you feeling today? It doesn't matter what you choose. I will pick maybe the middle one because I'm a little bit sleepy and actually too thirsty. Why do we need it? Because here you would be able to do all of the activities, and I would also open up a teacher's board for myself, so I could easily go from slide to slide and could do things together. Okay? I hope you are ready, and I hope that, actually I really hope that you watched my previous lesson, and if you did not, so you can watch it a bit later. So now let's focus on урок 2. So last lesson we spoke about the alphabet, and of course it means the alphabet. Alphabet. So when you work in Pear Deck, at the very bottom right corner, you can undo things if you drew something by accident. So here are all of the bukvы that we have in Russian alphabet. For those who don't remember how many, you can count. Or I can just tell you there are 33. Actually, it should be different. It should be 30 plus 3. 33. 33. So as you can see, there are 3 different groups of Russian bukvы. We have red, blue, and green. Of course, in Russian alphabet, we don't really divide them by 3 colors. It's just what I did to make it easier for you. So let's look at the first group, at all of the red bukvы, all of the red letters. So please listen and repeat after me. Слушай, listen and repeat. Повторяй. Слушай и повторяй. А. Е. Ё. И. О. У. Ooh. This one is interesting. If you remember last lesson, I told you that if this sound is a bit too difficult, you can try to make E sound and take something like a pen or a spoon, maybe chopstick, whatever you have, and try to make the sound E but push your tongue a little bit back. E, 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 e. If you will just keep pushing it backwards, it will not give you a super clear sound, but it will show you where your tongue's supposed to be. It should be not too far, and it's not far to the throat, and should be not too close to your teeth. So should be somewhere around the middle of your mouth, but a little bit back, like and also if you make your face a kind of like a fake smile, like so it will be this letter Okay, next one. You. And the final is yeah. Like yeah, Kia, like ninja say. So all of these, they are our vowels, or in Russian we can say they are, okay, I need to type. Okay, let's change the language. Гласные, 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 or you can just write vowels. Many years ago, actually, in Russian language we had, like in ancient Russian language, let's say in ancient Rus Slavic languages, we had much more vowels. Now they are only 10 that are remains. So anytime you see any of these letters, you know it is a vowel. So it means the other big part is the opposite of vowels. The opposite of vowels, they are, okay, so, согласные, согласные, согласные. They are consonants. Okay, consonants. I'll make this color blue. So if we will look just by the amount of гласные and согласные, we can see that we have much more согласные. That's why it might be a little bit too difficult for you to remember all of them and how they look like. So just remember that all of the гласные, all of the vowels, and you just know, okay, the rest will be a consonant. The rest will be согласные. Except for 2 green letters. Of course they're not green, but I just made them green. So these two little bodies, they look very similar, but actually they look also close to letter U, bukva U, but they have nothing in common because bukva U has the sound U, but these two, they have no sounds at all, no sounds. So they do not produce sounds. If you remember, this one is твердый знак. It just means a hard sign. A consonant before it should be pronounced hard. And the other one, this one, is the soft sign. Мягкий знак. So the consonant before it should be pronounced softly and gently. That is the only difference. So basically we have 33 letters. We can subtract these two and we have 31 letters that make some kind of sounds. And among those 31 we have 10 vowels and the rest 21 consonant. So let's go ahead and let's try to remember to check if we remember how do we actually say consonants. The first letter, the first bukva is, what sound does it make? It's also a difficult one because it looks different, not like compared to English alphabet. B, 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 bukva B. Next one is its trickiest brother. V, 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 v. Next, bukva G, 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 G. All three are consonants. All of these blue are consonants. Гласные. Next one is D, 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 D. Ž, 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 Ž. Imagine like at a B, maybe make the sound Ž, Ž. Next one is Z, 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 Z. Next one is a very tricky one because it has its full name is, okay, let's find Russian alphabet here. И краткое means short E, short E, but it makes the sound Y, 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 и краткое, Y, 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 и краткое. Okay, let's go for the second line. Second row. K, 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 K. L, 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 L. M, 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 M. N, 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 N. P, 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 P. Because here it's not like P, it is very explosive, like P, P, P. R, 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 R. Or we can also say R, R. S, 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 S. T, 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 T. And now the final letters, that all of them, they look different and maybe sounds a little bit strange. F, 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 H, 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 Ц, 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 Ч, Ч, Че, Ч, Ч, Че, Ш, Ш, Ша, Ш, Ш, Ша, Ш, Ш, Ша, Sh, Sh, Sha. So the last two letters, the last two consonants, these two, they, okay, maybe I'll take yellow color, not to mix up. So these two, they sound pretty similar, but the first one is just a little bit softer, and the second one's supposed to be a little bit harder, so, or less soft. Let's do sha once more time. Sh, sh, sha, sh, sh, sha. And the second one is sh, sh, sha, sh, sh, sha, 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 sh, sh, sha, sha. But you should not really worry much about these two letters, the last ones, because they never stand together in the same sentence, or almost never. At least I can't think of any word at the moment. So, and there are not so many words beginning with the letter sha, so anyway, people will understand you, so no worries. So we have just reviewed all of the 33 bukvы of our alphabet, and I'm actually curious, do you remember any words that begin with any of these letters? Okay, actually let's keep this because we have гласные, согласные, and these two, they make no sound. So we can't say they're vowels or consonants. They are just softness symbols. So right now, here's where повторять comes handy. I would like you to найди. It's the same as find. Гласные. Гласные. Find the vowels. So I want you to find them and circle everywhere. So even if you're going to watch this lesson a little bit, not live, but a couple of weeks later, you still can use the link in the chat and you can click and you would be able to do exercises with us. But I think the link would be available for a month. So of course, the first one is easy. This is our first гласное. First vowel, гласное. What about the second one? Is it a consonant or is it a vowel? What sound does it make? Who remembers? I will help you. It is b, 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 b. So it is a consonant, so we don't need it. Next one. U, u, u. U, u, u. Of course, it is a vowel. It is a vowel. So we circle it, we find it. Next one. R, r, r. R, R. Na. D, d, d. D, d, d. Is it a vowel? Это гласное? Нет. No, нет. U, u, u. It is, because we have already circled it and we found it. So yeah, let's mark it. Next one. Ye, ye, ye. Yeah. Of course it is. It is also a vowel. So far we have 4 vowels. Next one. Push. My cat is also helping you. P, p, p. P, p, p. He says no, нет. And he's right. Next one is O, O, O. O. Oh, of course it is O. O is, I think, in almost every language, at least in every language I know, O is a vowel. V, v, v. Nee? F, 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 or F. No, нет. S, s, s. S, s, s. Нет. Ю, ю, ю. Да. Yes, it is a гласное. It is a vowel. Да. What about this? No sound. It is мягкий знак. So it makes no sound. It only shows that something is soft. Я, я, я. Я, я, я. Is it a vowel? Это гласное? Да. Да. Д, д, д. Д, д, д. Нет. Ё, ё, ё. Ё. А это гласное? Is it a vowel? Да. Да-да-да. И. И. What about this letter? About this буква, actually. Да, это гласная. Wow. Okay, next one. Е. This one we have already circled in the first row, so definitely yes. We have 3 vowels in a row. Yo, I, ye. Next one is ch, че. Че. Нет, это не гласная. У. Да, это гласная. It is a vowel. Это гласная. What about this one? You're right, Pusha. This is твердый знак. Has no sound, so definitely not. Oh, Pusha wants to know the next one. Next one is ha. Ha. Ha is a consonant. U. We have already circled it before, so да это гласная. It is a vowel. Це. It's a consonant. It is a vowel. Это гласная. Ooh, we have only 5 letters left. Ж. Consonant. I. It actually goes just below another E. So they are, both of them, they are vowels, гласные. L. No. И краткая. И краткая. No, it looks quite alike with E, but this little thinny on the top shows that little smile that, aha, I'm tricking you. I am actually a consonant. And we have the last one. Ka. This one is a consonant. So we found some гласные. Поздравляю. Congratulations. Let's move on. So here on the left you can see all of the vowels, all of the гласные. Let's repeat them one more time from left to right, first row to second. А, Е, Ё, И, О, У, Я. So these гласные, they would always be visible to you, and we're going to play a little game where we're supposed to hit the moles. Don't forget to write your name here, so you can write whatever you want. My browser already remembers me, but I can click, let's say, not me, and I can type my name again. I can write anything I want. I can write my name now in Russian. Inna. Inna. Okay. And when you're ready, click start. Start. And we will need to hit the moles that are vowels. So we need to only pick the vowels. Yeah! Woohoo! When we hit it. So we are going to have 60 seconds and different rounds. К, мягкий знак, твердый знак, А, Я. So you need to hit only the vowels. So we're going to see how fast can you do, how fast can you recognize the vowels. Again, all of them are on the left side, so you can look at them and you can try to shoot them. Ё, B, I, L, U, I, E, U, A, U. Oh, I missed two. There was O and Y. So you see, even if you know, you still can't hit all of them. It depends also on your reaction. So more you hit correctly, more points you'll get. E, I, U, U, Ya, U, I, U, O. Wahoo! 3 levels have finished. I think there should be maybe 5 levels. It's a really good practice for recognition of letters. B, U, А, К, И, твердый знак, Л, А, В, money, Я, О, Е, Ё, мягкий знак, твердый знак, Ё, Я, Ё, У. Hoo-hoo! Still have 17 seconds. 17 секунд. Second, секунда. Э, И, Я, У, А, Ю, Е, Я, Ю, У. Твердый знак И. Okay, I missed so many. Sometimes they appear way too much. Oh, I got bonus time. Wow. This is going to be a longer game than I thought. И, О, И, твердый знак, Л, Ж, money, Л, Ю, А, У, Ж, и твердый знак И, А, И, Ю, А, Ю, time, Е, О. So many. Так много. Many. Много. Still have 29 seconds. И, Е, Ю, О, Я, Ё, Е, У, Ю, Я. У, Я, У. И. So many У. Так много У. Много буквы У. Да. Ё, У, Е, Я, Ю, Е, О, Ё, О, Ю, У. О, Я, И, У, Я, А, И, У. I need to be a little bit faster, but still have 10 seconds. О, А, Я, Ю, Я, Ё, Я, О, я, а, я, ё, у, е. We still have time. 7 seconds. You can join me by clicking on the link. And you can also play. We're checking vowels, all of them on the left side. U, you, ye, I, ye, you, ye, yo, you, ya, money, o, ye, you, ye, you, Wow, still 9 seconds left. Oops. Don't forget to write your name if you're also playing this game. Okay, actually time was up. We can check the show answers. And as you can see, all of the letters that I wrote on the left on the slide, they were the correct answers. Exactly. Гласные. That is what we were looking at. And leaderboard. Whoa-hoo-hoo! Try to beat Ina. Try to beat me. So this today I actually pretty much enjoyed it. Okay, so I think maybe for some of you who still wants to play, I don't know. Is anyone playing? If yes, please write in the chat, please. Because if I move to the next slide, you would not be able to play. Unless I do some magic here. So I'll wait. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Okay, so we will move on. So now finally a part of Знакомство, part of meeting and greeting. Слушай и повторяй. Слушай, listen, и повторяй. Повторяй. Okay. The first thing that we need to know when we meet people, we say hi, привет, 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 привет. So let's write it down as hi, hi, привет, 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 привет. You can write it with capital letter, I guess. С большой буквы. It's fine. Hi. Привет. And what do we say usually after hi? After привет? We usually introduce ourselves and we say our name, right? So here is the same. We'll start with привет. Привет. That is hi. Okay. And after I'm going to say я, Ина. Я, Ина. So this letter я, буква я, it is and a letter and a word. That means I. So Russian language is quite easy in a way that that we don't really have many auxiliary verbs like in English. I am, right? I am Ina, if we say. Of course, we can say my name is, but in Russian it will be a little bit longer, so we'll start with this one for now. So, yeah, Russian in the way is much easier because we have less auxiliary verbs. We do have some, but not as many, and we don't really have to use them. So, of course, if I would have translated everything, I would have said "Я есть Ина." But it sounds very strange. Maybe it's like in super old ancient Russian, maybe. But nowadays we don't say it. And by nowadays, I mean at least a couple of 100 years. So we just say "Я" and your name. "Я Ина." My Pao Pao, my cat, can say "Я Pao Pao." My mini Dini here, little cat from Vietnam, she can say "Я Mini." This little snowman, Mr. Snowman, he can say "Я Снеговик." It's his name. He's a snowman. Снеговик. So this is quite easy peasy. So if we had anyone here, we could have written the name. But because we don't have anyone, I'm going to think of a maybe a name that everyone knows. What about Alex? Like Alexander, but short way Alex. And we can say привет, hi, я, and we say Alexander, Alex. So if you will use kind of more English way, let's say if it's obviously like a foreigner, you can say yeah. Oops. Should be the same sounds almost, right? So first Alex. In our case it will be a. Okay, just need to change the language finally. I have 3 languages on this keyboard. Sometimes it's difficult. Next one in English we have L, L, L. In Russian the same, L, L, L. Next one, Alex, Alex. Yeah. And the final one is in English letter X, but in Russian we don't have letter X, but we have 2 letters, 2 bukvы that can make this sound. It will be K and S, X. Alex, Alex, Alex. Or if we go actually the pure Russian word for it, Russian name, we can say Sasha. Sasha. Because Alexander is like a full name, right? But the short form in Russian is Sasha. Sasha. If we'll just do transliteration, it will be Alex, but the Russian analog is Sasha. Okay, let's move on. Now we're going to соедини звук с текстом. If you look just at the word текстом, text, it's the same as text. So match audio with text. Соедини means to match. Audio, звук, with. S is much shorter than with. And text, текстом. If you will look at the word text and текстом, you can see that basically it's about the same. Just in the Russian one, we have also the ending. So let's write our name. My name, я Inna. This is my name. So we're going to listen to some sentences that we learned, like hi, I am, and the name.
Привет. Я Саша.
Okay, let me maybe I'll pause the music for a while and we will listen one more time.
Привет. Я Саша.
So I want you to listen, послушай, and repeat, повтори, a couple of times. So all of these sentences or all of these answers, they have the same beginning. Привет, я. Hi, I am. And later we have to figure out which name we are actually hearing. And of course we don't know all of these names, maybe except for mine, but we can hear the sounds. Just try to hear the first sound of the name and it will help you to match. So we're going to practice a bit of our listening skills.
Привет. Я Саша.
Привет, я Саша. Sasha. Sasha. So try to think, like, even if you don't remember Russian alphabet, Still try to make comparison with your language, or like with English language, or maybe German or French or Swedish and Italian, because many letters, they sound pretty much the same.
Привет. Я Саша.
Yeah, Sasha. So I can hear that the name begins with the sound S. And I try to see, does the green one looks like S? Maybe not. In the orange one, I can see a letter C, or in Russian S. So that could give me that type of sound. In the red one, I see the same letter S. In the blue, I don't see. In purple or pink, I don't see. And in the last one, I don't see. So it is the red one. Привет, я Саша.
Привет. Я Филипп. Привет. Я Филипп.
Привет, я Филипп. Привет, я Филипп. So we try to figure out as many sounds as we can, and we can also think on the look at the length of the names. So it can also help us. So it is completely fine.
Привет. Я Филипп.
Yeah, Philippe. And actually this name sounds, I would say, 95% to the Philip. So it's just the question which of these letters make the sound F. And also Philip ends with P, or letter P, sound P. And here, if we listen,
Привет. Я Филипп.
yeah, Philippe. So also there is sound P, but not as prominent, let's say, not as noticeable. So it is the blue one, Philippe. Philippe. Привет, я Филипп.
Привет, я Инна.
Привет, я Инна. Я Инна. And we know that E is a vowel that we learned and we played with Kill the Moles today. So if we look at these three, actually these four, only one is the vowel. So it is this one. Привет, я Инна.
Привет. Я Максим.
Привет, я Максим.
Привет. Я Максим.
Привет, я Максим. Max. Maxim. Orange. Я Максим. It's a male name. In Russian language, it's only a male name.
Привет.
That's why when I watched some kind of a detective show with Pamela Anderson in the 90s, I think it was, or early 2000s, Pusha, she had like, shut up, my cat. What's going on? Yeah, he's saying ma, 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 ma. Sound ma. Come, Pusha, come. Okay, so she had like a best friend. Her name was Maxim, and I was like, it is impossible. How could they call like a woman with a male name? Because in Russia, Maxim is completely male name, a name for males. Okay, let's listen to the next one.
Привет, я Таня.
Привет, я Таня.
Привет, я Таня.
Привет, я Таня. Tanya, and here pretty much the same. I mean, the first sound, T. So obvious, pink or purple. And we have the last one.
Я Катя.
Привет, я Катя. Катя.
Привет, я Катя.
Katya. It's a traditional Russian name for a girl, Katya. Katerina, Yekaterina. The full name is Yekaterina, Catherine, and the short name Katya. Katya. Okay, so it's extra practice for us. So pretty good. Ta-da! 5 minutes and 56 seconds for Ina. Ooh, quite slow. So show me if you can do it better than me. So When you're going to watch the stream, you can still click on the link in the chat, and you can still finish these little games and try to beat my results. Okay, so now it's time for us to learn a little bit more in details our next letters. Today we have 2 letters, and we'll start with bukva A. Why? Because it's easy, so I don't want to make you feel like overwhelmed. So last lesson we learned, or we found out that A, the word aeroport begins with bukva A. Aeroport. So today we're going to learn a bit more words that begin with bukva A. Ananas. 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 So we're stressing the final syllable, the last syllable. Ananas. Ananas. Next one. Remember, listen and repeat. Слушай и повторяй. What is this? Who can guess? Who can tell me? Basically, we know that here red letters, they are A. And today we learned vowels, so we know that this one is O. And M, the, so they are exactly the same as in English. The only difference will be this one. Who remembers this blue letter? How to make the sound? What sound does it make? It is V. Makes sound the same as letter B. So if we're going to read it together, we will do автомат. 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 And there are 2 pictures here. So it means, okay, I want some music. Haha. Let's go here. So it means that different things, 2 different things could be called the same name, автомат. And how do we know which one is to use? It's only depends on the context. And don't worry, no one would ever make you put these 2 things together, usually. So the first one is, why did I pick kind of a rifle or AK-45, any type of a gun like that? Because we are on Twitch, and on Twitch we have many gamers, and in the games we have weapons. That is why we have автомат. Автомат. So автомат. And another one, the second picture, is actually a vending machine, or it could be how call it, the gaming slot, like when you go to the casino, and there is also that's the thing where you're supposed to like put a coin and try to win. I forgot the name of those things. Or it could be coffee machine, so we can call it кофемашина, or we can say автомат с кофе, like vending machine with coffee. So basically many things could be called автомат, or something automated. So it will also have the beginning of автомат. For example, automated machine will be автоматическая машина. So it's basically almost the same word, just has some kind of ending that makes from a noun an adjective. That's why you're going to hear this word quite a lot in Russia and in the game, also on Twitch. That's why we are having it here. Автомат, автомат, автомат. Got notification from Russian Post. I don't know what they want from me. Okay. Next one is буква D. D. So why did I pick буква D? Because it looks quite similar with буква A, but slightly different. So if you want to write буква D, first we need to draw a little mountain, and the second step we are going to draw a bench that a mountain is standing on, or we can call it a tent. So again, we can put a tent, and a tent is standing on a bench. So it looks a little bit like буква A, but also slightly different. So that is why D. The first very important word is dom. And again, after I told you how to read this letter, you didn't even need my help, because the second letter is O, the same like in English, German, French, or Swedish. And the last one is M, om, dom, d, om, dom. Pretty easy, and we have a picture. So it is a house. Dom is a house. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Dom. Oh, this one is funny. Today is actually we're going to have a little bit longer lesson. Seems like longer than 1 hour, but it's fine. So again, the same буква D, and maybe we'll skip a little bit with the first word and we will start with the second word. So if we say, just read it, the something, the. We know that something in the middle is буква Е. So we can connect the, Е, de, the, ded. And if we look at the picture, we can see that it is an old man. And yes, it is exactly what we can say. Of course, we can also call an old man, but usually in Russian, when we just see an old person, we can call them grandpa or grandma, even if they are not our relatives. It's just kind of a status, like, okay, you're old, probably you have children, so it's kind of a very good description. Because if I will say an old man, пожилой человек, it will kind of help the description, but not really much. Almost the same, I would say. We can also say a pensioner, пенсионер. But if I just want to specify that it's an old man, it's much easier for me to say dед. Especially if he did something bad to me or he was rude to me. It's so much shorter, and it's also kind of shows my, like, I didn't really like that person. Or it's just like I want to stop conversation, like, when I talk to someone, like to my grandfather, and say, dед. It means like, okay, grandpa, it's enough, stop it. So anyway, dед is grandfather or just an old man or retired man, pensioner. So the full definition of this dед is дедушка, дедушка. That is basically grandfather. It again could be an old man somewhere on the street, and if that old man was nice to you, you will say, or I was talking to a dedushka, or oh, dedushka is standing behind me, like if you're in the queue somewhere. But if he is not a nice person, he did something bad to you, you can call him ded. Dedushka, 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 or ded. Now, next one is a tricky one. Now exactly the opposite of an old man. Because first of all, it's a young person, and second of all, it's different sex, so it's a female. A young female. Also begins with bukva D. D. And let's try to read it. Девушка, девушка, девушка. Девуш. Okay, so here let's make it again. Девушка, девушка, девушка. Just a young lady. And again, in Russia, if you see a woman, there are a couple of rules. Number one, never ask her age, because any woman or young lady may get offended. So especially elder woman, okay, not elder, but anyone over 30, never ask their age. Never. Just remember about that. So I don't care much about my age because I love myself. I'm confident, it's fine, but don't ask regular women outside about their age. So we're going to look at these two words closely. So if we will look, both begin with de and de, and both end with ushka and ushka. The only difference is the third letter. We have de, d, dedushka, and here we have bukva v, девушка. And the stress is also the same syllable, the first. Dedushka, девушка. So, what does it mean? We need to be careful when we're calling someone. And remember, any woman, if she's not babushka, like obviously babushka, you know, like when person cannot walk, okay, babushka means a very old woman. So if it's like obviously not a grandma or not a person who could have at least a grandchild who could be like 20 years old at least, you never say the word woman, you say the word девушка. So don't make women angry. I would say if you meet a woman who is like 40 to 50, obviously she is not a young lady, right? We cannot call her девушка. But if you call her a woman, in Russian language, it could be a little bit like, okay, you're old. You're already old. So don't do that. Just call her девушка. It will make her feel good. Especially if you're meeting your like mother-in-law, you can say, "Привет, девушка." Of course, it will be more polite to say hello, but that word is здравствуйте. So we're going to skip it for now. So you can just say, "Привет, девушка." Or if you meet an old man and you just want to greet him, maybe he's your neighbor, maybe he's somewhere else, you can also say, "Привет, дедушка." But I'm pretty sure like there are more chances for you guys to meet девушка. And especially like on Twitch, you can always even write on Twitch, or you can say something, "Привет, девушка," and it will be quite nice for female streamer to hear that. So we have learned some words. Let's review them one more time. What have we learned today? Аэропорт. Ананас. Pineapple. Ананас. Автомат. Автомат. So it's a vending machine or any kind of automated machine. And it could be like a automated rifle, like AK-45, автомат. Дом, a house. Дедушка, or дед, grandpa or old man. And a young lady, девушка. So now we're going to check how well Ina explained it to you. So let's see. Again, we're going to listen to the word and we're going to match it. Okay, I think I will reduce the sound again.
Дедушка.
So when you listen to it, so слушай and повторяй. Повторяй, repeat. I really want you to repeat and not just in your head, because in the head all of us will sound perfect. Open your mouth and say the sounds openly and as loud as possible, because it will help you to articulate, it will help you to improve the speed of learning.
Дедушка.
Дедушка. So we can hear the, and after we can see an old man. Maybe you remember that ded is an old man. But let's listen to it one more time.
Дедушка.
They didn't say did. They said much longer word. So it means a grandpa, but a grandfather, a long name. Дедушка. Дедушка. So if you remember, it should be the pink or purple. And when you play this game, you might have different colors and different order of words. So you need to listen carefully and think by yourself.
Дом.
Дом. Дом.
Дом.
Dom. This word is very easy because we learned letter D, so we know how it looks.
Дом.
And the rest of the word is om. D, o, m, dom. So 3 letters, quite easy to figure out. Green, or like bright green. Next one.
Ananas.
Ananas. Again, even if we don't remember the writing or anything, but let's listen.
Ananas.
The first sound is A, and it is the first letter of the alphabet, and it's pretty much the same in all of the Latin languages. So A, we know how it looks like. So we look at the words that begins with A. It will be red, orange, and blue. Next one.
Ananas.
We can hear ananas. We can hear that there is at least a couple of more times the sound is the same. So we look at the red word and we kind of don't see letter A, so maybe it's not. The orange one, there is at least one letter A, bukva A, so could be. And the blue one, we have 3 bukva A. Pusha. Stop it. So maybe it's the blue one.
Ananas.
Ananas. So now we can think about the final sound that we can hear. S. The red one has t, t. Orange one has t, t. And the last one has s, s. My cat. Мой кот, my cat, is screaming because he doesn't like ananas. Ananas, a pineapple.
Аэропорт.
Aeroport. So this one is pretty easy. We have only 2 words beginning with bukva A.
Аэропорт.
And actually both words end with T, exactly as aeroport. And we know that we can hear
Аэропорт.
aeroport. So there should be sound P and sound R. All bukvas P, R, P, R. P-R, pr. So if we look at the orange one, I see something that I might forgot. T, O, M, A, T. So no P, no R. So not orange. So red. Аэропорт.
Девушка.
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 Девушка. Okay, this is easy. Something beginning with letter D, буква D, and long. This is short, this is long. Девушка. Девушка.
Дед.
Дед. Did. Again, only 2 words left, so not very difficult. And the final one is
Автомат.
автомат. Автомат. Автомат. Okay, I'll get my music back. Dun, dun, dun. Автомат, and the game is over. So I got 5 minutes, 16 seconds. So when you finish the game, you can click on show answers and you can look at all of the answers that you gave. In my case, they're correct. If you gave a wrong answer, it will be kind of crossed and the correct answer will be on the right side showed. So you can listen, дедушка, and you can repeat.
Дом.
Дом,
Ананас.
ананас,
Аэропорт.
аэропорт,
Девушка.
девушка,
Дед.
дед. Ta-da! So if you want to play again, you can click back and you can also look at the leaderboard. So far it is only me. Again, back, you can show the answers, review everything again, go back, and you can click start again, and you can try one more time or as many times as you need. So today is, yes, our fun and long lesson. So now let's practice some phrases that we actually learned today, and let's try to see what is needed from us. Переведи. Переведи means translate. На into. Английский. Английский. English. Переведи на английский. Translate into English. So let's start with номер один. Number 1. Номер один. First, let's try to read it. Because if we just look at the word, maybe it will, some people will not make any sense, but if you hear the word, it should definitely help. So we can try to think of the letters that we know. We definitely know the last one is T, T, T. Today we also learned 2 consonants, I, ye, ye. And it's something yet. And we need to figure out the last 3 letters, the last 3 consonants. So, does anyone remember? What is the first sound? The first letter is P, 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 R, 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 I, V, 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 T, T, T. So we read it. Привет. 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 So now it could be a little bit easier for us maybe. Привет means hi. Hi. I'll keep it red so we could see it. Привет. What about номер 2? Number 2. Looks exactly the same, right? So we can just read it again. Привет. 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 Hi, hi. Pretty standard conversation, the beginning of conversation. Next one, номер 3. Number 3. Again, let's try to read and figure out. It looks strange. It doesn't look that we learned anything today, but let's try to read it. So we know that there are three consonants. Sorry, three vowels. O, where is it? O, E, O. We know that this letter is T, and this one is also T. So if we read the last word, it will be E, T, O. Eto, eto. If we look at the first word, it will be something T, O, to. I will help you with the first one. It is ch. So ch, t, o, что, это. But when we read or when we say things really fast, we are going to maybe we are not going to pronounce every sound as it is, as it's supposed to be according to the alphabet. So we're going to say it much easier, so it will be easier for our mouth to produce the speech. So we'll say что. Что это? Что это? Что это? Что это? And maybe like we haven't actually learned this, but I said this phrase at the first lesson and also today I said it. So что means what? What is? Because remember in Russian language we don't need to use auxiliary verbs like is, am, are. We don't have to. And это is this. So what is this? Что это? What is this? What's this? Что это? And the answer, if we look at what are we going to look at? If we look at this word and this word, they are the same. So we already know how to read it. So it will be это, and we know the meaning that it is this. Это. So this is, and now we have to figure out the final word. What is this? So we haven't learned this word, so it will be just for practice for us. I think we did it when we were just checking alphabet on the first lesson. So we can see there is a. So after letter R, there is a strange letter. It is a little bit strange, but if we remember that we learned the word ananas today, ananas. So between these letters A, we had the same letters, this and this. And if we just listen, na, it makes sound N. So it's already something that we know. So it's n. So if you read anan. Now we have to figure out the first letter. The first one is B. So B, an, banan, banan. So we can say this is a banana. So if we just look at the grammar part, in English, we can see first there are auxiliary verbs. In Russian, we don't have. In English, we have articles like a or the. In Russian, we don't have. And the best part, you can put the words in almost any order in Russian language in a sentence, and it will not change the meaning. It will still be correct. So I can say это банан, or I can say банан это. It will be still the correct sentence. So kind of grammar-wise, Russian language is a little bit easier, like the basic grammar. So can see you have to write a little bit less. So now we're going to practice saying these dialects. Hi, hi, what's this? It's a banana, or this is a banana, or like this is something, or it's something. Привет. Привет. Что это? Это банан. So let's have a look here. We're going to read together. Привет. Going to make it thicker. Привет. Что это? Что это? Это. And what is it? Что это? Who remembers что это? Это аэропорт. Аэропорт. So if you have a not a pen, you're also in Pear Deck with me, so you can try to write the word. If you don't have the keyboard with Russian letters, you can just use the pencil tool to draw. If not, if you do have the keyboard, Russian keyboard, you can write with me. You can write with small. Аэропорт. Аэропорт. Что это? Это аэропорт. Аэропорт. Not that difficult. Maybe the writing is a little bit, but it's okay. You can always... it's only second lesson, so don't worry. Okay, again. Oopsie. We're not writing, we're highlighting. Привет. Привет. Что это? Это... Кто помнит? Who remembers? Что это? What is in picture 4? Что это? And it begins with буква А. А. В. Т. О. After. It means auto. If you just say авто like this, it will be a car or something the beginning of other word. After m. T. Автомат. So it could be automated rifle or could be a vending machine. Автомат, something automated. Автомат. Okay, let's go to the next one. Привет. Привет. Что это? Что это? Это... How do we say pineapple? Let's start with нас. Ананас. Что это? Это ананас. And we go for the next one. Привет. Привет. Что это? Что это? It's a question. Это... It's a new word. Д. О. М. Дом. Дом. Это дом. Что это? Это дом. Let's go to the next one. So try to read by yourself. Привет. Привет! Кто это? Кто это? Кто это? Это... Ху-ху-ху-ху-ху. Here it could be a little bit tricky if you remember the, е, the. Дед. Дед. Or we can continue, make the full word of it. Ду, у, ш, к, а. Дедушка. 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 Okay? Are you ready for the final game, for the final check of today, to see how well you remember the words? Let's go. So we're going rearrange the letters to make a word. Составь слово. So слово is a word. Составь, it actually basically means create a word or make a word. And you see, sometimes in Russian it could be a little bit less words, especially when we give commands. We can just make it faster. So we have letters the, and all of them are in the wrong order. So we arrange them and we got dед. So we're going to do the same. Anagrams. So we see the picture of the item. We can listen. Автомат. And now we need to think which letter should be first. Автомат. Автомат. Some letters, they just already at the correct places. Автомат. I don't know what should be somewhere here, but I could hear obviously that the last sound is T. Ta-da! Oh, M put also placed it at the correct place. Автомат. Not sure about anything, but I definitely know that A should be between M and T. Автомат. Not sure about here, but O could be here. Well. Tomat. Actually, tomat is the same. Wow, here's another one. I didn't think there would be... Wait, here. So tomat is a tomato or tomato. Автомат. And for such a coincidence, we have another автомат. It's actually, I thought like it's always generated in the random order, so I thought it will be maybe somewhere later to trick you, but for me it is here, the second one. So again, автомат. Da-da-da-da-da-da. It's even better. We can practice it even better. Дед. The. Ед. Дед. Hooray! This one was easy. Привет. Hi. Привет. Ooh. I hear the last one is T. And E just placed automatically. Привет. At the end, it sounds like вет. So should be a vowel. We have two vowels, E and Е. Гласные. So I'll put it here. Привет. So this one, even if you forgot how to pronounce it, if it B, if it's V, it's okay. You can look at other two. It should be either this, either that. So we can try to put, if it's at the wrong place, it will show you. So you can switch them, and here we go. Привет. So before just rearranging letters randomly, try to use the logic. Try to use your knowledge. Try to think, because it will really help you to learn the language. Trust me. Дедушка. Дедушка. Definitely буква D is first.
Дедушка.
Дедушка. Ka. So at the end I hear ka. So it could be буква K, or it could be A and K together. So let's put them together. Yay!
Дедушка.
Дедушка. So remember, there's a picture, old man, so it's basically like here. The picture should start with ед and the дед. And the rest is ушка. Дедушка. Дедушка. Ananas. Easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, start with A. Ana.
Ананас.
The final should be S and ananas. So these two should be switched. Ananas.
Дом.
Dom. Dom. D. And vowel is usually in the middle.
Дом.
Dom, and it's very easy. O and M. Dom.
Девушка.
Девушка. Уху.
Девушка.
Девушка. So again, we definitely know it begins with буква D because we learned this word today. We remember that it ends the same way as grandpa, so it should be K at the end. So remember the second letter also the same. And the last two letters is sh or v.
Девушка.
Девушка. V. Девушка. Voila. And the final word, aeroport.
Аэропорт.
Aeroport. Aeroport. So if you think about English, airport, port, O-R-T in Russian,
Аэропорт.
aeroport, port, also port, port. So it should end with T for sure. And
Аэропорт.
aeroport, ort. So somewhere at the end should be O and R. So if we look at this, we think like, okay, how does R look like? But we have vowel and two consonants. So we definitely know it should be a consonant somewhere there, so we just put it there. And now we know
Аэропорт.
that it is actually bukva R that makes sound R. Aeroport, port, aero, aeroport. So how do you feel about today's lesson? I think it was pretty exciting, and we learned a lot of things, and we went through a lot of strategies on how to improve your learning of Russian language. So just to remind you that in the chat you can click on this link and you can start it again. Even when you rewatch my stream later, like 1 or 2 weeks later, you can still click on this link and you can finish all of the exercises with me. I mean, you can do it by yourself, and I will check your leaderboard and I will see who's doing what. But I will see only your name, so don't worry, there will be no emails, nothing, no Twitch information, so it will be kind of private, so you can write any name you like. So for today, our lesson is over. So thank you very much for staying with me today, even if it was only a couple of people, but still. Next Tuesday, we're going to have next lesson, and we are going to learn more things. So we will learn next letters, next new words, and of course we'll review everything that we learned today. And we're going to play more exciting games. So stay tuned and see you next Tuesday. And another new word for today, and actually for every day, is how do we say bye? We know how to say hi, привет, but when we say bye-bye, we say пока, пока, пока-пока-пока-пока-пока-пока-пока-пока-пока. Пока-пока-пока. See you on Tuesday. Пока-пока.